Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm sure you all saw this coming. Today I'll be doing my very first reaction video because today something very special has dropped. Thomas and Friends Down the Mine original 1983 pilot fully restored. Excuse me. This is on the official YouTube channel. I've never watched this before. Let's react to it right now. So, with that out of the way, let's get going. Although, a little bit of history on the pilot before we get started. Supposedly, it was an adaptation of Down the Mine from the Railway series, filmed to see if Clearwater Features actually wanted to go all out and make a series out of this. And we've seen clips of it. Thomas and Gordon look very different, but this is our first time ever actually seeing the full uncut thing. So, and the episode was completely refilmed when it aired in season 1. However, a few shots did actually make it into the final version. So, with all that out of the way, let's take a look at what Mattel has posted today. This is their chance to redeem themselves. Let's do it. Alright guys, we're going to be watching via my Chromebook. So, yeah. Let's watch this. Oh. Ooh. This looks nice. Following is a reconstruction of this previous on-screen unseen test using film elements discovered in Mattel's archives. Down the Mine, the pilot episode, told by Ringo Starr.
One day, Thomas was at the junction when Gordon shuffled in with some trucks.
Wow.
Phew, remarked Thomas. What a funny smell.
What's up with his face,
Can you
though?
smell a smell? I can't smell a smell, said Annie. A funny, musty sort of smell, said Thomas.
This is surreal.
No one noticed it till you did, grunted Gordon. It must be yours. Annie?
The things you can use to tell that this is the pilot specifically are that Thomas's splasher things here have no lining, and Gordon's overall design is just cracked.
Do you know what I think it is? It's ditch water. Before Gordon could answer, Thomas puffed away. Annie and Clarabelle could hardly believe their ears.
They don't have ears.
That was funny. That was funny, he chuckled. He felt very pleased with himself. Annie and Clarabelle were deeply shocked. They had great respect for Gordon, the big engine. Thomas left the coaches at the
This is the famous shot that's like seen in the official episode of Down the Mine.
Long ago, miners digging for lead had made tunnels under the ground. Though strong enough to hold up trucks, their roofs could not bear the weight of engines. Silly old board, he thought. He had often tried to pass it and he had never succeeded. But
This is
morning, he had
weird.
made a plan.
Look at that face.
Had to push the empty trucks into one side and then pull out full ones from another. Come on, waved the fireman. The driver leaned out of the cab to see where
This
they
is
were going.
insane.
Now, said Thomas to himself.
I'm just gonna turn up the brightness real quick.
Hurrah, laughed Thomas, and he followed the trucks into the side. Stupid old what, said Thomas. There's no danger, there's no danger. Look out, shouted his driver. Come back.
Oh,
Fire and smoke, said Thomas. I'm sunk. And he was.
this is
Thomas
crazy.
could just see out of the hole, but he couldn't move. Oh dear, he said, I am a silly engine. And
Uh-oh.
a very naughty one, too. I saw you, said the Fat Controller. Please get me out, I won't be naughty again. I'm not sure, replied the Fat Controller. We can't lift you out with the crane, the ground's not firm enough. Let me
I hope
see.
you guys can hear
I wonder
this.
if Gordon could pull you out. Yes, sir, said Thomas nervously, but he didn't really want to meet Gordon just yet. Down a mine, is he? Oh, 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 laughed Gordon. What a joke, he chortled, puffing to the rescue. Poof, poof, little Thomas, we'll have you out a couple of puffs. Strong cables were fastened between the two engines. Are you ready? Heave, called the Fat Controller.
So we were right about those shots of Topham and this.
It
Oh,
was a lot harder than they all thought. But at last he was free. I'm sorry I was cheeky, said Thomas. That's all right, Thomas.
these faces are kind of cursed.
I'm in disgrace, Gordon went on pathetically. I feel very low. I'm in disgrace too, said Thomas. Why, so you are, Thomas. We're both in disgrace. Shall we form an alliance? An Ali, what was it? Asked Thomas. An alliance, Thomas. United we stand, together we fall, said Gordon gravely. Right you are, said Thomas. Good, that's settled, mumbled Gordon. And buffer to buffer, the allies puffed home.
Wow. This was a surreal experience. Wow. What a way to honor Thomas's 80th anniversary. Wow. She would be proud, bruh. She would be so proud. So yeah, that's the Down the Mine 1983 pilot. Wow. It wasn't much, but it was exactly what we hoped / expected it to be. I kind of figured this was probably going to be what this would be. Although, honestly, it looked more like the original series than I thought it was going to. I always kind of figured it would look a little cheaper because I figured a pilot would probably just be thrown together. But no, it's actually really good. And if you actually listen to the dialogue, it's based more off the books. So part of me wonders if maybe they originally had Ringo Starr dub it in a different way. And then they just redubbed it when the series needed to, when he needed to for the rest of the series. Yeah, this was a spectacular experience. I'll try my best to link this in the description, but I haven't fully figured out how to do that yet. So, if you want to check this out for yourself, if the link isn't in the description, then the video is up on the official Thomas and Friends YouTube channel. You can check it out there if you want to. I'm hoping there's a link in the description. I'm going to fiddle around with it to try and see if I can make one appear. But, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that front. So, yeah. If anything, I might just post it on my community tab. So maybe check there too. This is that's basically all I wanted to talk about today. It's a little. I know this is a little sudden, but I do have a big plan for the 80th on Monday. And it'll be a new episode of Thomas the Toy Engine. I don't want to give too much away about it, but I will say it's another tribute episode. Similar to how for the 40th last year of the show, the 40th anniversary of the show, last year I did the adaptation of Thomas and Gordon. This year I'm doing something similar, but for the 80th anniversary. And I would say it's on a much bigger scale. So, yeah, I would stay tuned for that. And, yeah, I think that's basically all I wanted to say. Happy 80th to Thomas. I am so happy that we finally have this pilot. And, well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Ta-ta!